the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ground. Shakes off the defender. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the play.
This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
He wants it all. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. 10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. He makes a catch. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll try the right side. Makes a man miss. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
On 1st down from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run the toss. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Sweet cut there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ashley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Miami 7, Arizona State 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for space. It's Peace. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let it go. Got it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ashley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll run it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Get set, get set.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Canes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that's the way you execute our offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's played. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Direct snap. Creates a little space. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jones.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the stomping has commenced. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense...
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. 3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Wide open on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Griffin! Griffin!
He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Allen. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On the move, it's Peace.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the ball's out there after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
On the ready?
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Steps away to find some room. the connection and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Ashley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
He runs out of bounds at the 49. Brings up 2nd down.
On the double.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Blade. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. out of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Ashley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Turning it on. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or you say, hey, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.